Guys, this isn't the time to fight.
Exactly. I don't give a about you walking. You lost her, though. Because you was watching her, Henry. What do you mean?
This is Henry Earl Dinkins. Law enforcement spoke to him after the reported disappearance of a young girl he was supposed to have been watching.
So, well, hey, if you... How am I supposed to... What do you want me to do?
What made this case especially challenging for law enforcement was the lack of clues about what happened to her.
So would you be fine if we downloaded the phone to have the call logs and the text?
For what reason?
Months later, the missing girl was found, and investigators were stunned to discover who was behind all of it. Police officers in Davenport, Iowa, were informed on July 10th, 2020, that 10-year-old Breasia Terrell had gone missing during a sleepover at a neighbor's home. It wasn't long until the child's guardian, Henry Dinkins, stepped out and spoke to the officer.
What's up, Henry? So when was the last time you saw her?
She was in the house.
Yeah, when was the last time you saw her?
9:30.
Last night?
9:30.
Okay. Okay.
With him.
Okay. When was the last time you saw her?
She was in the bed when I woke up this morning.
She was in the bed?
Yeah.
When you went to bed last night? Okay. Listen, I know this sounds dumb. I've lost my kids too.
Right.
Okay. Actually, mine just happened last week, and we went back in and we found them in the bedroom.
No, we just searched.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to who have you called? What doors have you knocked on?
I don't know these people out here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I called her.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And she told me she was at work. At first, I was riding around looking. And then me and my son started riding around looking.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then
So how long ago has it been, an hour?
it's been a couple hours.
Couple hours?
Couple hours.
Okay.
Couple hours.
Have we called grandmas? Have we called cousins?
That's what I just asked. She the one. I don't know all that. She knows all that.
She called my grandma already.
She
Okay.
knows all that, not me.
Okay.
We don't know anybody out here, though. That's the thing.
Okay.
She would have never. She would have never. First of all, she would have never woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and she would have never.
What you mean? 8 o'clock in the morning?
I'm just saying.
That ain't what I
She
said. I
definitely-
never
I know
said.
you
Guys,
didn't say that.
this isn't the time to fight.
Exactly. I don't give a about you walking. You lost her, though.
How you lose?
Because you was watching her, Henry. What do you mean?
But hey,
I'm gone, sir. Come on, D.
listen to me.
I'm gone.
Well, you guys gotta come together right now. This isn't a time to fight about it. Okay. So, well, hey, if you, how am I supposed to? What do you want me to do?
I got everything, bro. I got nothing. You see how she stepped on me? You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean,
I
I got no picture. I got no. What do you want me to do?
What am I supposed to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I get
All
it.
thing I can do is
Henry,
look.
I get it. I get
All
it.
I can do is look.
I get it, Henry.
The mother and Dinkins both claimed that Terrell had been missing for a few hours now. It was theorized that she may have been simply hiding at the apartment where Dinkins and his partner, a woman named Andrea, were staying. Despite a lack of cooperation from the mother, the officer decided to pay a visit to Andrea and ask her if he could step inside her apartment to look for the missing girl.
What's her name again? Was there any fights or arguments or anything last night? Bree is her name? Where was she sleeping at? Your bed? So where were you guys sleeping at last night? You guys slept out here? Oh. You look in the closet again? Huh?
In the closet somewhere. That's all clothes.
I know, I'm just telling you, you'd be surprised what we've...
I know, right?
So she was sleeping in the bed with her brother? And you guys slept out here?
Andrea allowed the officer inside the apartment, but Terrell was nowhere to be seen. Apparently, there were no arguments heard, no evidence of forced entry, and no one seen snatching her. She seemed to have simply vanished without a trace. Later that day, Dinkins was taken to the police station for further questioning.
And then, do you have any other biological?
No, I raised Breasia.
You pick them up from Aisha's. You go to Vince's house.
Right, they
play with the kids. Then you head up to Andrea's house. Okay. Did you go to your trailer at all?
No.
Okay. And then so you guys go there. You said the kids shower and they get ready for bed, and they sleep in Andrea's room.
Right.
In the same bed together.
Yes.
And then you and Andrea in the living room. And then at one point you leave in the night. How many hours do you think it was between when you first got there and then you left the apartment?
Probably like about 3, 4 hours.
Okay.
My son.
Around
figure.
And so then you leave, but is everyone still in those same like kind of areas when you leave?
No, when I was there.
When you left?
Yeah, when I left, ain't nobody came out of no room.
Yeah, everyone was.
Everybody was still, situated. Detorius was before I left. Detorius was still playing the game, and I went in there, and he said he was done playing the game, so I turned the TV off, and he went to sleep. And then, I went in the living room. Sat around for a while, bored. Left, came back.
How long were you gone for?
I don't know, probably soon. 45 minutes to an hour, 30 minutes, I don't know, somewhere around there.
Dinkins alleged that he took Terrell and his son, Detroitus, from her mother's home to his cousin's. Then they went to his and Andrea's apartment for a sleepover. Afterwards, he claimed he left the apartment for a short while before returning.
And then, when I came back, I grabbed Dink, and I'm like, man, he like, Dad, where is Bree? I said, I don't know. He's like, and then we rolled around, and I texted his mom. When I texted his mom, she was at work, and she was like, I'm like, hey, Bree's missing. She's like, well, you stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me, Henry. So I'm like, man, no, I'm not playing. I'm for real. And she was like, stop playing with me. And I said, look, man, I'm not playing. So I gave Dink the phone. Dink told her, like, Mom, we don't know where she at. So then he handed me the phone back, and I'm like, I got to talk to him, like, man, your mom mad. And he said, Dad, I don't understand why Mom mad at you. You haven't done nothing. And I'm like, I mean, but I'm still responsible.
Dinkins was audibly nervous in his recollection of events. It was entirely possible that the situation may have been stressing him out. Did he feel guilty or at fault for the young girl's sudden disappearance? He claimed he contacted his ex-partner, Aisha, and they spoke to one another at a fast food restaurant before she called 911.
Where does she work at?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know it's a fast food place.
Okay.
And when I talked to her on the phone, she was like, quit playing with me. You know what I mean? Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not playing with you, man. I'm real. Because at first she thought it was a joke. And I told her, this is not a joke. You know what I'm saying? And that's when she said, well, there's only one person here at the job. So I said, you got to get off. You got to get off. You got to get off. You got to get off right now. So...
And you just left your phone in the apartment when you went out?
I really wasn't thinking about the phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, no, for sure.
That wasn't a priority. And I was getting ready to leave my phone when I grabbed Lil Dink, because, you know what I'm saying, but that's when Andrew said, Henry, take your phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I'm like, where is it? So, and then that's when I grabbed my phone.
Gotcha.
And then
that's how you were able to
communicate then.
with Aisha.
Right.
But you never called 911?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Because I really wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I really wasn't for sure. I didn't dial, I should have dialed 911, but I really wasn't for sure, you know what I mean? So I didn't dial 911 to the apartment, and that's when Lil Dink came out and said, Dad, the officer's outside. I said, okay, I'm coming outside. So I went outside, and that's when Aisha got kind of like a little frustrated, I'll say. And he was trying to tell us, like, no, give me information. I'm like, who?
The officer. Gotcha.
He was like, give me information.
Okay. And so you get back, and then, I mean, can we put a time frame in between at least? Like, are we talking like 10 to 11 at night? Or are we talking like
after hours? It was like, probably after hours. It was like, probably like closer. I don't remember the time. I'm not gonna.
12 to 2.
I didn't even. The reason why I don't remember the time is because I didn't have my phone.
Gotcha. Where was your phone at?
It was sitting right there on the table, and I mean.
What do you mean sitting right there on the table?
It was sitting right there. Well, not on the table. I think it was sitting on a ledge.
In the apartment?
In the apartment. It was sitting.
But you were in the apartment, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, but when I left, I didn't have my phone.
When you left to
go down to Little Vince's.
Little Vince's, okay. But then you got back.
Then I got back.
Okay.
And then I left again. I left twice.
And where did you leave for the second time, or what was that?
I think I went to the quick shop. Got a pack of cigarettes or something like that.
You wouldn't even remember what quick shop?
Quick shop on 53rd.
Okay. And about what time would that have been?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know.
And you got a pack of cigarettes there?
Yes.
So, just so I have it straight, you went to Vince's, you come back, how long in between when you got...
I'm trying to put the time frame together. I could be off, but I know where I went.
Yeah, and that's what I'm just trying to figure out.
And then...
so you got back from Quick Shop with the cigarettes, and then what happened after that?
Nothing.
Dinkins alleged that after picking up the children from the cousin's home and taking them to his apartment, he left again to get cigarettes from a store chain. During that time, he said that he did not have his phone on him. The suspect also mentioned that he went searching for Terrell after discovering she had gone missing.
And then, like, just around the area, or did you get in a car and drive somewhere?
I went around the area first.
Okay.
And then I started moving around, like, trying to get close within the areas. You know what I mean? Trying to look to see if she was walking, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
And for the sake of, I'm not looking to hand me off on a driving charge. If you went and drove and tried to find her in certain places,
I went in the area where, out there, you know what I'm saying, like, trying to see.
Around the apartment complex.
No, like, outside, you know what I'm saying, like.
Something was not adding up here. Specifically, Dinkins would go on to say he quickly visited his sister's home, but they were out of town. So, he went to the police station immediately afterwards. If that was the case, where was his vehicle exactly?
So you picked them up from Aisha, and what car were you in when you picked them up?
I don't know. I think it was the Impala. I don't know. I don't remember. It probably was the Grant. I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when I left from there, when I left from my sister's house, I came straight here.
Okay. And then, so how is your car not here? You know what I mean?
I came straight here.
I get that, but the car that you were driving was the Impala, and the Impala's not here.
I didn't say I was driving the Impala.
Well, you came in the Impala.
I never said I was driving the Impala.
So you left the apartments in the Impala, right?
Yes.
Okay. So at what point did you not have the Impala anymore?
What do that got to do with the Impala? I mean,
Because you left there in a vehicle, and that's.
I mean, I'm not trying to make it harder on you.
Yeah, I get it.
But I mean, literally, as for the situation with the driving aspect, you know,
I'm not looking for the driving. I'm looking for the car.
I'm keeping that solo with the.
No, that's fine. I'm more concerned about the car.
I mean, if you want to check the car, you can check the car.
Yeah, we would like to do that.
Yes,
probably.
you can,
Yeah.
without a problem.
Where is the car currently?
It's reachable.
Reachable as in.
I can get it to you guys at any time. That's basically what I'm saying.
And also to backtrack.
I mean, one thing about me, I mean, like I said, if I had any issues, I would have never came down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm not gonna, pull, what I'm saying, no extra, but when it come down to the, you know how I feel about the driving situation.
And I know that, but I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to figure out
What I'm saying is
your back trail of when you left the police asked you to stay there and you left, and all of a suddenly there's this car that you left in, but now we don't know where the car is.
What I'm saying is you
understand that?
Yeah, but if you want to search the car, I can bring the car to search where you can search.
And I'm just trying to also backtrack, like where. I mean, you don't have to say you're driving the car.
That's my mom. 'Cause I know they probably downstairs.
According to Dinkins, the Impala was reachable, considering this was the same vehicle that he supposedly picked up the children in, including the missing girl. The cryptic answers he was giving was making himself appear all the more suspicious here. After a brief interruption, the detective resumed questioning him about the whereabouts of his car.
It also helps just make me understand your route that you took, because you had the car and then you didn't. I just want to know where that transition took place.
It's reachable, bro. I just say it like that.
But you don't want to talk about how you eventually switched vehicles, or
Never switched. I mean, that was like, I ain't switching no vehicles.
okay.
Why would I switch a vehicle?
But then so someone else was with you in the car?
But why would I switch vehicles? Where do you get to switch vehicles at?
Because so the Impala, you left the apartment in it, okay? And then now you're here at the station, but the Impala's not here.
It's around. I'll say it that way. It's around.
Okay.
It's around.
Around the block somewhere.
It's around.
Okay. That helps me better understand.
Yeah, I mean, as for the driving, and
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about Bree.
Later, the detective printed out a map of Dinkins' apartment complex and the surrounding area. Perhaps a visual aid would assist law enforcement with figuring out where exactly Dinkins went in his search for the missing child.
This is the apartment complex, right? 2744. It's one of the ones up here. I believe it's that one.
Oh, what's the name? Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to trace kind of like with the pen and trace where you went.
Bro, I don't know exactly where I went. That's why I'm not.
Did you stop at any places?
I don't remember. Okay, I didn't.
Did you talk to anyone when you're out looking?
No, I was just looking. You know what I'm saying? Just looking. I've been through the whole area. Almost all of this area. Almost.
So what ones have you not been to?
I haven't went over there by Castlewood. I haven't went over there. I haven't went over Western E-Mines over there.
Well, no. So this is 53rd.
Oh, no, okay.
This is a apartment complex.
I thought this was the whole.
No.
Okay, yeah. I mean.
So you went through all these streets.
I don't drove all through here, all around through there. I mean, I don't hit Brady, Harrison's. I mean, I just, the furthest I went is all the way down, just like.
All the way down where?
Like all the way downtown, just like, you know what I'm saying? When you circle one area, you know what I'm saying? You try to just continue to go through every area.
Mm-hmm.
I've been everywhere, man. I'm not going to say where and what streets.
Okay.
I just know I've been all through here.
And, did you stop at any, did you go inside while you're looking? Did you go stop anywhere and talk to anyone, ask them if they've seen someone? Do you remember any places that you did that with?
No, I didn't do that.
You didn't do that? Okay.
I just moved around.
Okay. So you were strictly in your car the entire time?
Moving around.
Okay. In the Impala, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Based on his testimony, it seemed that Dinkins had only searched a portion of the surrounding area while he was driving around in his Impala, although he clarified that he did not speak to anyone or enter any buildings. After revealing that he and various family members had conducted a search party, the detective makes a request that seemed to take Dinkins by surprise.
Who else was moving around looking?
And Andrea?
Andrea drove around looking?
No, walking around.
Walking around. Like walking around the apartment complex or walking
walking
further?
around complexes. And then further. I don't know where all she walked to. She just told me she was walking around looking.
Gotcha.
Aisha mom was looking. Aisha auntie was looking. Aisha was looking. Aisha uncle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So.
And so, was there any texts going around like about the situation, or is it just the phone calls?
I think there was like 1 or 2 texts.
1 or 2 texts,
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And so would you be fine if we downloaded the phone to have the call logs and the texts?
For what reason?
To corroborate everything here about the call logs and the texts. It helps everyone out.
Download my phone.
To get the call logs to show that those calls were made at those certain times.
I can show you my phone. I can just show you my phone.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You want to see? I can just show you my phone. I mean, I can just open up my phone and let you go on my phone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the passcode to the phone?
Just give me my phone and I'll open it up for you.
Okay. Will you open up right in front of me?
Right, yeah, I'll open it right here. Cool.
So if you want to just take while I go grab your phone. If you want to just take a closer look, and if there's anything that's sticking out, be sure to mark it, okay?
I mean, what is there to stick out? But
like, for sure, places that you went, for sure.
Though the suspect agreed to show the texts on his phone, he remained very defensive and protective. Was he just easily agitated at the thought of someone else intruding on his privacy? Or was there something on it that he desperately wanted to keep a secret?
Why are you looking at me to do my password?
Well, that's what I asked.
No, I said I will open it for you.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to give you my password.
Okay.
I will open it for you so you can look in my phone, but I'm not going to give you my password.
Okay. And then you're just going to lock it?
Yes, right after you finish looking.
Yeah.
I will let you look in there. I have no problem with you looking.
Okay.
That's something I don't have no problem.
Okay.
What is it? Damn, what the fuck is it? My mind ain't not even on my phone.
You recently got this phone too, though, right? Yeah.
No, I had this phone for a minute, but...
I thought, just a new phone number?
Yeah, no, this number...
Because you said you didn't know it, that's why I was so...
I don't know my number. All I know is 72,
okay.
726.
Right.
Let's see. Why you still watching? I don't want to open it then, bro.
You know? Okay.
Not if you staring into me while I'm trying to get my number.
What I'm doing is I'm making sure that you're not going in and deleting anything. That's what my concern is.
Why would I delete something?
You never know with guys. Trust me. It happens.
I mean, as soon as I open it, I'll give it to you.
Sounds good.
So you can look at it.
Yep.
A quick glance at the message exchanges and the call log reveals nothing noteworthy. So the detective shifted the conversation along by asking a pointed question.
Anyone you can think of that would try to take Brieville?
Why? For what reason?
I don't know. I'm asking you. You know better than I would, right?
The only person who would know better than me would be Aisha.
Yeah, but you can't think of anyone that would take her.
I can't see no reason why.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Bree's a good kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's a good kid. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely a good kid.
Okay.
Definitely a good kid. I mean, like I said, my babies are good. You know what I'm saying? My son, too. You know what I'm saying? They listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All my kids listen to me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have no problem with my kids. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying?
No behavioral issues, something like that?
The mom do. I don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Like they're defiant with?
With mom,
yeah.
But not with me.
Okay.
Why? Probably because I'm more lenient.
Okay.
And I tend to give them what they want.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, if you want, the only way you can get something out of me if you're acting good.
Mm-hmm.
Good grades, respectful, you know, doing the things you have to do. That's when you get stuff from me. Other than that, you don't get nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? and my kids know that. So this is crazy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, I mean, it's a.
As he portrayed himself as a good father figure who is communicative with the children, the detective noticed Dinkins' labored breathing. Was this genuine or simply performative to portray himself as a devastated guardian?
You know what I'm saying? So I really.
You're breathing kind of heavy, is it? You just.
I smoke a lot.
Smoke a lot?
And then I'm,
Gotcha.
you know what I'm saying, thinking about my baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like. It's rough, bro. It's rough. Even though she ain't my biological, but she's still my baby. You know what I'm saying? It's just rough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of like, you know what I'm saying, think about it. You know what I'm saying? But I try to not.
What do you think?
And then I got asthma too, so.
Yeah. What do you think happened?
Big bro, I don't even know. I mean, I'm not gonna even try to even put a thumb on it, a finger on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say something that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because our communication was good all day.
With Bree?
With both.
With both as in?
Dink and Bree.
Yeah.
Both my kids been A1 all day.
Okay.
A1 all day, bro.
And then?
All day, A1. And then I'm kind of like stopped up, congested a little bit too, so.
Yeah, gotcha.
This is like.
Well, I can assure you there's a bunch of people right now with the department going out there. We're trying to do what we
I
can.
hope, pray to God that they find my baby. You know what I mean? Because we need her home.
Definitely.
We need her home.
Yep.
With his ex-partner blaming him for Terrell suddenly vanishing without a trace, it would be understandable to assume Dinkins had been racked with stress and guilt about the whole situation. What law enforcement did not realize was that this was a kidnapping and a murder, all orchestrated by her seemingly upset guardian here. A group of fishermen reportedly found Terrell's body in a pond in a rural area north of Denverport in March 2021, 9 months after her disappearance. What was even more shocking was the fact that she was found with numerous gunshot wounds. There was a crucial detail that led to Dinkins' arrest, thanks to a seemingly innocuous statement he made during his interrogation.
Okay. So let's start out with yesterday.
But why did he do this? Prosecutors argued that Dinkins had allegedly sexually assaulted Terrell before shooting her to death, fearing that she would tell someone. It should be noted that Dinkins was convicted of third-degree sexual assault in 1990 and was registered as a sex offender. Ultimately, on October 11th, 2023, 51-year-old Henry Earl Dinkins charged with first-degree murder and sentenced to 2 life terms with no chance of parole. In addition, he had to pay $150,000 in restitution to the late mother, though he reportedly accused prosecutors of withholding evidence and calling the justice system racist for his sentencing. His baseless claims and hollow insults did nothing to prevent him from being locked away for the rest of his life.